Hi, first graders. I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well, as always. I am just getting ready for our skill this week, and I want to make sure that you guys are focusing on the central lesson of every book that we have on the website this week. You only have to submit one response. That's what's required, but you can submit up to 5. So there's 5 different books, and they're all awesome. So at the very least, just listen to the books. I'd love for you guys to hear them and then talk about what you learned from the book. So this helps me when I'm trying to learn. I know you guys might recognize this. We have this in our classroom actually, and I printed another copy for home. So this says, what is a lesson? A lesson is what, sorry, I can't read it backwards. A lesson is what the story can teach us, right? So it's like if you learn a lesson by, let's say you go outside on your bike and you go really, really fast and you fall down and skin your knee, right? Maybe the lesson in that situation is what? Think about it. Go a little bit slower or take it slow, right? That's like a super easy example. So some other examples from books that you might find are do your best, right? Always do your best. That's a great lesson you can learn from a story. Be nice to others, right? Treat other people with respect and kindness. Tell the truth. That one is in lots of books. I'm trying to think. There was a book about, was it called Jamaica's Hat or The Red Hat or something? We read it in the beginning about integrity, right? And telling the truth. We read the book in the beginning of the year. I can't remember the title right now. But the little girl who finds the hat, she loves the hat, but then she ends up giving the hat back. That's an example of telling the truth. Be a good friend, never give up. Never give up is a big one. Or be brave. Those are just a few examples of lessons from a story. So do you guys remember when we read The Love Monster? I have this one for Clara. And in this book, we read this on Valentine's Day. Think back and see if you can remember anything about it. But in The Love Monster was looking for love, right? He couldn't find any, he lived in a land of really cute bunny rabbits, and he was just a monster, so nobody wanted to be his friend, right? So he decides that he wants to go off and look for someone to love him. So he makes a list, he goes on lots of adventures. I'm just summarizing the story. He looks high, he looks low, and then he looked in the middle, and then he goes to look inside of lots of different places. It's kind of a cute, funny book. And then all of a sudden it turned out, that he was not able to find what he was looking for, right? He didn't know if he was ever going to be able to find love. So he started feeling really, really sad. And then everything got really dark and scary. And then all of a sudden, somebody came to pick him up. And suddenly he found love, right? So at the end, you see sometimes when you least expect it, love finds you. So there are 2 lessons you could learn from that story, really, right? Like, well, lots of lessons, I guess. But one of them is that everybody can find love, right? We can all be loved. You're definitely loved by your parents, but you can also find love in your life later, right? You could also say that this book is about being patient, right? Like making sure that you wait for the right thing to come along. You could also say, at the end, it says it right here. Sometimes love finds you. Sometimes when you least expect it. I guess so maybe just 2 lessons, being patient and waiting for love to find you. So those are examples of a lesson of a story. So this week, while you are reading the books, I want you to think about the lesson that you learned. Specifically, what did you learn from the story? You don't have to tell me about the characters and the settings and all that. Just what did you learn from the book? There's something that is to be learned from all 5 books this week. Okay? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all your hard work. I love and miss you, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.